If you really kept track of everything you do that isn't making you revenue, you'd probably find somewhere between 20 and 25 things. So here's the first idea. What are the top 10 that you want to get rid of in the next 2 years? That's a list that you should build today. What are the top 10 things I'm not good at? I don't want to get good at them. They're not in my wheelhouse. They don't make me the most money. And by the way, I don't have joy in doing them. Good list, right? What are the 10 things? And over the next 24 months, why don't you make it your calling? Why don't you make it your absolute commitment to offload those onto somebody who would call it a gift to be employed by you? So this is what Dan was struggling with, right? And I believe in the month of February, he was at about 4 funded loan transactions that month. So in March, he's getting coached and his volume's starting to go up. And then his coach tells him approximately 7 weeks ago at this recording that he needed to bring on an assistant. And during that then month that he brought the assistant on, his volume 2x'd. And he went from 4 transactions to 8. And in the month that followed that, he went from 8 to 15. I want you to think about this. So he went from 4 to 15 in about 60 days or so. On Friday of our course, he said to me, he said, "You're not going to believe this. I deposited more today in my checking account than I made all year last year on the job." So he said in front of everybody, I said, so here you are today, you're 4 months past starting with your coach, and you're 3 months past hiring your assistant, and you deposited more money in the bank today than you made in the entire year. How would you describe your life? And he said, "Frickin', I'm not going to do it. Awesome." He used a different word, but that's what he said in front of everybody. And I look at this, and let me tell you the magic in this. Besides, putting in excess of 50 grand in your bank account every single month because you have finally understood the power of delegation. You know what he did? He said it's so interesting because his assistant will not let him do the things that she knows doesn't help her make money. The more volume he does, the more money she makes. And so he told everybody that she is pretty much constantly in his face, "Stop doing that, go do this. Stop doing that, go do this. I got that. You shouldn't be involved in this." And it was like the magic, right, of having somebody who's got your back. So I told Dan, I said, imagine what it's going to be like next year when you have 2, and the year after that when you have 3. And I would tell you right now that probably the top 10% of realtors in America, and the top 10% of lenders in America, and the top 10% of financial planners in America, and the top 10% of attorneys, I bet you all of them have bench strength of somewhere between 3 and 4 people. And I know this to be true, having been one of those characters, right, that was a high performer. I know that my team got as big as 6 people full time, and then I had others that were kind of part time. But the idea on this video is how big is your paycheck?